million idea right there. But back to her list. A perpetual sense of doom, chronic irritability, and a general lack of enthusiasm about everything. Her hope was that in one session she'd be given the insight she needed to fix herself up and carry on. With one perfect sentence from Fern, suddenly the clouds would part, the weight on her shoulders would lift, and she'd walk out into the daylight renewed, restored, and transformed. But at the end, all Fern said was, "Do you think you value the opinion men have of you more than that of other women?" No. Let's put a pin in that and explore it next week. Fern opened her appointment book, which was conveniently on the side table next to her armchair. "I can do Monday at 3. I'm picking my kids up from school at that time. Can your husband pick them up once a week? His office is 40 minutes from the school, and he doesn't have the flexibility I do." Fern stared at Jess with that same neutral, yet totally judgy expression. "What's a good time for you?" "You can't afford this." Her face hot with shame, Jess said, "I'm actually really busy. I was kind of hoping you could just set me on the right track today so I could take it from here." "That's not how therapy works, Jessica. It took years to build these unhealthy patterns you've described. You can't expect to fix things in an hour." 50 minutes, she muttered, adding, "technically," as if it softened the dig. Fern had the good grace to ignore it, or maybe she just didn't want to lose a patient. "This is important. You owe it to yourself and your family to do the work. Before you burn out, or worse, do something you regret. These issues, if left unchecked, can cause any number of irrational actions that carry with them the heaviest of consequences." "Right, yeah," she told her, fidgeting with the hem of her sleeve. "The thing is, for now, I can't commit that much time." Tilting her head to the side, Fern sighed. "You need to set yourself as a priority. As Oprah says, you have to fill your cup first, or you'll have nothing to give others. Your homework this week is to figure out what you can give up that will allow you to do this work. You'll find something, I'm sure." Standing, she walked over to the door. "It was lovely to meet you, Jessica. Call me when you're ready to get serious." Fast forward to now. Jess hadn't tried to find anything she could give up to pay for therapy. She also hadn't found a good way to tell Mike she needed a therapist. Instead, she convinced him they should get a puppy to teach the kids about empathy and responsibility. But really, she hoped it would distract her from her increasingly strong desire to get in her car and drive far, far away by herself. Forever. Probably to California, where she would live in a mint green VW van that she would lovingly convert to an adorable camper. She'd park it next to a white sand beach and fish her dinner out of the ocean while she watched the sunset. Yes, California was the place she'd go if she ever hit the point where she couldn't take it anymore. People seemed much happier there than here in rainy Seattle. After weeks of cajoling and showing him adorable puppies in need of forever homes on her phone, Mike finally cracked, and they picked up Baxter, an adorable light brown and white Cavapoo, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel Poodle cross. It had worked for a while. Jess had been so busy sleep training, house training, and teaching him not to chew on the plants and cords that she didn't have time to think about the bigger picture. But then, after a few months, Baxter settled into their family, and the awful, restless feeling returned. She was bored. No, not bored. How can someone so busy be bored? It was more like disconnected, slightly separated from everything and everyone around her. She didn't see the point of any of it, which seemed ridiculous because on paper, Jess had it all. A healthy, mostly happy family, a part-time job she didn't mind going to, financial security, good friends. It was enough that she felt guilty wanting anything more. But that didn't change the fact that she did want more.